to One Man's Collection. My name is Brett. Today we're back with the Australian Cars Collection. This is magazine number 3. So we're going to open up the Ford XC Falcon Cobra 1978 version. Now we do have the car still in its plastic container, and also the wrap on it. Also have underneath a hologram on this particular one, which is an official licensed product. There's also a barcode which I did scan, and it goes to the merchandise page of Ford, where at least on my mobile it's very difficult to see. This is not actually listed on there, but they do have things such as a Hot Wheels Ford Mustang moving parts for $8, which is about the same. It would be Australian, about the same as what you get at the local toy store or Kmart or something. I'm going to open this up straight away. And I'll pop that. Okay, there's no plastic holding that. We'll pop that aside and go through the magazine first, and then I'll have a quick look at the model, which is what I really enjoy. So this particular thing came in a full plastic sleeve. This is also in a sleeve, so it feels like it's got a piece of cardboard in there. And it's actually got number 4 magazine as well. Now it feels like there's a thing to open up down here, but they got these really well sealed. There we go. Yep. Okay, so it's a sticky seal. Okay, now the plastic's actually broken. That's fine. Get rid of that. Cardboard inside I'm going to take out. I've actually kept all these. When I say all these, I've collected now, I'd actually probably count it, 6 or 7 magazine subscriptions. And I keep the cards because I use them for model building and the likes. So Australian Cars Collection, go through this. What have we got? Iconic limited edition muscle car. Engine is a front V8 5.766cc, so 5.8 litre is what they called it. Maximum power was 162 kilowatt, 217 horsepower. Is that all? I guess back in 1978, but just thinking that my WRX has 197 kilowatt. And it's a lighter vehicle. But we are talking about the 1970s. There were some more powerful ones than this, and you can get a lot more out of it. Did look at buying one of these. I've mentioned that in a previous video. Came so close. I ended up getting a 4-door with a 351 instead, in burnt orange, not a Cobra. This one was going to cost quite a lot more. Still, they were a very nice car. Now we have the Old Wheels magazine write-ups of the day. There's a standard 2-door XA XBs carried a price premium over the 4-door sedans. Yeah, the coupes did, yeah. Which is why I bought a 4-door instead. Cobra Ford's hottest angle iron. Official track car. Not going to go through the write-up. Peugeot 504 advertisement. Later model. Same Cobra lines on the GT. Not the same though. It's cool. But even the Ute version, Cobra Ute. Yep, cool. The Boss 302 and the famous XC Juice with the 1-2 of the Bathurst race. Awesome. I think I got that on DVD. Feels like 2 pages there. Yep, that's pretty much what I had, only in burnt orange. 4-door. Oh, now you're confusing me. No, I think I had the 4 lights. XC Falcon. Probably a GS, I think is what I ended up with. Very nice. Pictures of the engines, the interior. There was a lot of room in these. The XC Falcon was used for taxis a lot. 6-cylinder version, from what I remember. Falcon 500 GS Fairmont specifications. Look at that. There we go. And that's the end of the magazine. So the next one is the EH Holden Special Sedan. I had a friend who had an EH. They were actually quite nice. For an old car. Oh, okay, plastic wants to come off. Let's have a quick look at this. Antenna is painted silver. It is all the way down. Has the 5-spoke traditional wheels. Very nice. They look pretty skinny. Do have a number plate on it. 7YB 770. I think there's another WA plate. Even with my glasses on, it's hard to see. We do have Falcon written there, Cobra, the Ford symbol, and what even looks like a silver painted key holder. Sorry, key for the boot. Cobra is written on the side with a, or printed, sorry, with a 5.8 on it. Yeah, that's nice. See if I can get that on the camera there. Alright, we do have black interior. I'm not sure that's going to... The blue inserts of the seat. Hang on, I've got a head torch on this time. I'm going to see if I can... Let's go there. There we go. So let's do a quick spot inside. Try not to get too much reflection on there. I think that's actually going to get too much reflection. Well, it's worth a try. I did buy a second one of these. So I've subscribed to this. I actually picked up this particular one from the newsagent. I went into the newsagent. They came out last week. And I checked. Okay, so there's our hologram. Which when you scan it, puts that code in, and then it wants that other one to go to the website, which is what I've already done. Let's get the triangle screwdriver bit for this, because you can't get them off otherwise. Now, from memory, I think I put it at the front. Alright, so I've got a little multi-kit. Looks like a screwdriver, but it's actually only got 3 points to it, which works perfectly in this triangle screw, which I guess they don't really want kids taking these off. But if a kid has a little screwdriver set like what I do, then they're going to, aren't they? Alright, I will put this aside for keeping, because maybe one day I will want to put this back on. Now, having a little bit closer look, we do have the indicator painted on the front corner and the rear. Black fuel cap with a silver lock mechanism. Well done. Underneath, Ford Falcon Cobra XC. 2 silver pipes at the back, but nothing else. It's all black. Free moving wheels. Yep, it's nice and smooth. No, there's a little bump. Something's a little... plastic a little bit off. There you go. Need the wheel balance. But it's kind of sitting on the shelf, so I'm not going to do that. You do have the same triangle screws inside if you needed to take it apart. Look, the only reason I would take it apart is if I want to repaint this particular vehicle. At the newsagent, 25 Australian dollars. Getting it delivered with the subscription is $27. So they are actually putting that little bit extra, but you do get the, in inverted commas, free folders. So no, technically you're paying for the folders. Let's see if we can get that back in. Actually, I'm not going to bother with that. Keep you off. Anyway, XC Ford Falcon, a very nice. I quite like this. That's why I went and got a second one. I'm not going to get a second of every one of them. I didn't get a second charger. I did get a second Monaro at the beginning though, because they're $6.99. I will put one aside for safekeeping, and the other one is already open and on the shelf. Like, comment, subscribe. I will have magazine 4. Apparently mine is already on the way, so the video will be out probably by the time next week comes out at the newsagent as well. So if you're interested in the EH Holden, I will have a video on that too, and all the way through the subscription. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. All the best. Goodbye.